I just woke up. They all dragged me out. They told me not to come in. Nobody's missing the show, so I guess I shouldn't either. Not even if I'm pretending to be sick. No, I'm just. Alright, so today, as we will continue, we have Melissa and Glenda here with us, Josie and Fifi.
What's
Fifi over there passing
Fifi's
out.
still passed out, y'all. It's not fair.
It's because she hasn't had enough viewers to, to wake her up.
I know, she only has a couple.
I know.
Anyways,
Fifi, are you up already?
how's your painting going?
Oh yeah. We were talking about Ariel's painting. Huh? How's your painting going?
See, Angel hasn't finished his painting, yo.
Talk a little bit about, what is it? KC?
It's KTC.
KTC.
Thanks. All right, well, glad to be back. Well, as you can see, I'm a big Simpsons fan, right? I did that piece a little while back, Marge Lupe. So I constantly do like mashups with like just things that represent like the Mexican culture or the Latino culture in general. And I decided to do another mashup. I don't know if you can see that, but it's gonna be Barney as La Sirena. So he's gonna be like burping, his famous burping face, and holding a Duff beer in that famous Sirena pose when it's done. It'll be kind of something like that. Yeah. But I'm from KTCA, which is Keeping the Culture Alive. That's Montebello's art group. We represent the city of Montebello, and we do everything that's art related. So all the art walks there, the big art fest that's coming up next month, that's all us. It's free events that we do for the community. Basically just like all the neighboring cities, we're trying to get art back on top. And we're trying to just keep people from having to go, all the way down. Mosca right there. That's nice. Instead of going down to Hollywood or going all the way downtown to look at art and do stuff, we have it here. Why not do it here, right? Have it in your own backyard. So yeah, that's what we do. Next month on September 16th, Mexican Independence Day, right? We are having our big art fest over there at the city of Montebello Park, the city park right there for Whittier and Taylor. It's from 12 to 6 p.m. Free event. It's a huge one. Last year we had over 200 vendors. There was a car show too, so we had about 20-30 cars. Over 14 different live performances, like bands, solo performers. We had like folk dancers. I mean, it's a good show. It's really cool, and it's free for everybody. So definitely invite you guys to come out if you're free that day. Yeah.
What was it again?
It's September 16th. Yep, from 12 to 6. Yeah, 12 to 6, free event. And definitely don't want to miss it. It's a huge show. They have food trucks too, all sorts of food trucks. Yeah, if you guys ever been down Whittier, over by East LA, there's a food truck there. It's called Jason's Tacos.
I know.
Oh, I know.
Next
The Whittier Hill.
September
I don't know
16th.
where I am inside this green
September
screen.
16th?
But yeah, there's down Whittier. There's a
Independence
food truck that's very popular. Jason's Tacos. They sold out early last year. They left early. That's how good their tacos are, and they're cheap. They sell their tacos for like $1, along with some horchata, for like $1. So yeah, some good food. So you definitely don't want to miss that. That's for sure.
No, yeah, definitely. You guys possibly planning on being there? I'm down.
Food, art.
I'll let
Food,
you continue.
Either.
Thanks for
Thank
telling
you.
us, about KTCA.
TC. Keeping
The culture
alive. I like that acronym.
Me too.
It's a really good one too. But yeah, what do you think about the Montebello art walk? I see what you're saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think all artworks are important to attend or to experience, at least as an artist. We've been posting up with Yeska Interior Love and multiple artists. This week we didn't get to post up with Eskwilax necessarily all together, but we were on the same block.
We were trying to take different corners, I guess.
Take different corners, you know. So it was definitely an experience. It's definitely been an experience going to art walks, where you don't know if your work is going to be accepted by the people that go to the art walk, but not necessarily is that what you should go by, right? You should definitely just go by. You're going to be able to see other artists and how they show their work to other artists, and the way that they set up their work is also part of like the whole experience, I feel. Some of these artists get really creative with their tables or their candles or their incense. Some artists, they'll post up with each other, they'll meet up with friends.
Make new ones.
Yeah, they'll make new ones.
It's becoming a whole new subculture within the art, the art community.
Right.
Like you were saying, not everybody goes knowing what to expect. Some people go not knowing if they're gonna sell or not sell. Others go for simple pleasure of just having a place where to open up shop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But for the most part, what we noticed, downtown has a more diverse community since it's the epicenter of everything that's going on. Like there's what is it, like a 5-to-1 ratio in bars out there. You know what I mean? Like there's more bars than there is, you know, actual entertainment. And besides entertainment, there is like Kendrick was playing, you know, so LA Live was occupied, you know, so Lady Gaga as well. So these certain events like the DTLA Art Walk, you know, are being a bit more widespread. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I mean, look at the variety with the show that we have today with the Eskwilax Hour, where we're not only able to promote art that's painted on a canvas, but art that is created through a plant with Yeska Interior Love, or art that is placed on the body with paint. And it's really a full circle where people are able to come together and present something like the art walk that's gonna happen. That itself is like it's a form of a show.
Right, because he was saying that they're gonna they had last event, they had a car show too, right? So
And food.
And food. I mean, food we forget is a form of art too, right?
Right, yeah. The chef behind the whole thing.
Referring to what you guys were talking about earlier, we actually just started this thing called just to touch up on one of you said, I had my back turned, so I don't know which one said it, but they were talking about like artists wanting to meet up with each other and stuff like that. We actually just started something like that a few months ago. It's called Meetup Mondays, and what we do is we invite all artists of any skill level. I mean, you don't have to be an actual artist, you know, just if you just feel like creating or drawing, whatever. Right. So we invite people to come down with their sketchbooks and, you know, whatever they're going to paint or draw with. Normally it's drawing, you know, like sketching. And we meet up at the Daily Brew, which is off of Whittier. The address is 137 North Montebello Boulevard. And that's every Monday, every week, from 6:30 to close. I believe that's about 9:30ish. And what we do is we just simply meet up. It's just a bunch of the artists from KTCA mainly, and you know, whoever wants to come down. And we just have a good time. We just chill. You know, we don't. It's not intimidating or anything like that. You just come down with your sketchbook, and we do friendly challenges, like just random challenges and stuff like that. So
challenges like how? Sorry.
Well, like art challenges.
Like drawings?
You know?
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
art
cool.
challenges. So, like,
I didn't know.
We just recently downloaded an app that like generates like a random scene for you. So like we just do it that way. We pick a random scene. It'll say something like, I think the last one was draw a fish wearing a backpack or a briefcase in the city listening to music.
That's cute.
So that everybody came up with their own sketch,
All their own sketch,
and then
yeah.
came
I
out
like
pretty cool.
that.
I mean, it's just random ideas that we're just, just have a good time and sketch it out there.
And it's open to everybody.
It's open to everybody. We invite everybody to come down. It's all ages. It's at a coffee shop, so they don't serve alcohol or anything like that. So it's just a family friendly event every week. Mondays, meet up Mondays.
Meet up Mondays,
And
cool.
if you don't do art, at least just come by. And
Yeah, if you
hang
don't
out
do
and,
art, it's
and just meet with the artists.
Exactly.
Have coffee.
If you feel like, I want to learn something, or I want to learn off of these guys, it's like having a free art lesson.
Right.
Most people have to
Exactly.
pay for art lessons and stuff like that. You can just go down there and chill with us and learn a thing or two. We are more than happy to share.
Right. That's good. I mean, just so everybody gets, just like an outside just venture or knowledge of
exactly.
the arts, because before just going into class or seeing it in in a closed environment.
Exactly. I mean, really, the main reason we started it, I head that project because I'm pretty much the one that spoke and said, I've always found myself wanting to draw with people, and it's hard. It kind of is hard to just meet up with people for some reason. And
Definitely. I mean,
it is.
it's not
like
transportation.
conflicting schedules and all that. Everybody has their life and stuff, but it's actually pretty hard to get people together just to have like an art session. So that's why we came up with this Meet Up Monday, because it's a set thing.
You can plan it.
You know that every Monday it's there.
It's not every 2 weeks like the art walk.
No, it's just every week.
Every week Monday.
Every week, and it's. Like I said, it's just an opportunity for people to come down and sketch.
I like it.
That's
Get their creativity on.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's better than not using that part of your mind, where you're just relaxed and just being yourself,
Right. And I mean, I don't know, some people like me, I like drawing with people better. It gets me more in the zone when I'm doing an art session with somebody.
I would say that's one of the reasons why I attended school, just to go meet and bounce ideas off everybody else.
Exactly.
Because sometimes you're just sitting in a room, you have a blank piece of paper, and you're like, what do I put down?
Yeah, most artists. I mean, I don't know. I know that most artists, they're night owls. I don't get my drawing started till about 2 in the morning. That's when I start drawing.
Finishing it at 5.
Exactly, and I'm finishing at 5 in the morning all by myself. But that's because most of the time you're sitting there just going, what am I going to draw?
What am I going to spend my time
Yeah,
on?
just staring at a blank canvas. So it's cool meeting up with people. Like you said, you bounce ideas off of each other, and you get more creative.
And sometimes
you kind of pump each other up to be more creative.
They did. I mean, Melissa and Glenda, they're both artists. They both met
through social media.
Through social media.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Instagram.
Yeah,
See, and
Shout
that's
out.
what they actually were able to do that, because it's hard to do.
To reach out to an artist that you admire,
Exactly.
right? Or just even somebody that you want to work with alongside. Just knowing if they're gonna respond correctly, or if they're gonna be a little bit more vague on the subject, like thank you, and then.
Exactly, and even for me, I mean, I'm in a group of artists, and it's hard for me to, for us to get together and do an art session. So that's why we came up with that Meet Up Monday.
That's good. That's
and,
good.
Skin Wars, I like it too. I watch it. I started watching it. It's a good show.
And like you guys are saying, even if you're someone that doesn't create art, like me, I mean, I make plantitas, but it's not it's not art.
We're
Don't
like,
be.
it's art.
Someone has to make
All
the
forms of
whole
art,
piece,
Sometimes it's hard,
Portrait or
to
scenery,
take credit for what nature already does. I just put it together.
Well, you're putting a scenery together, so that's,
But right.
that's still like a set designer is still considered an artist, right? So you're
Definitely.
doing it's a smaller scale, but it's like the same thing.
like a stylist still considered.
Every role is important, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
definitely
And,
we can't.
Yeah, just to point that out, I mean, KTCA, we support all sorts of art. It's not just paint and singing, because we have both, but we do. I mean, performance art, spoken word. I mean, we welcome all sorts of art, as long as it's kind of family friendly. That's the only limitation.
Yeah.
That we keep it family friendly. But
working alongside
Animal friendly.
with y'all,
Yeah.
working
Well,
alongside with
I've
y'all
done, but still.
about the whole keeping the culture alive.
Yeah.
Just like meeting with y'all and your group, and also contributing, working side by side, where you send us some artists, because sometimes we have friends that are artists, we have colleagues that we meet or along the way, but they're hesitant, to come down.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's good to have another source of artists that are standby or always
Yeah.
there to help out.
I mean,
because this is what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Push everybody's creative artwork out there. And having them just develop a way to communicate with everybody virtually,
Exactly.
or just through one-on-one.
Yeah. It's a great opportunity to network, meet people. I mean, it's great. And sometimes it's the schedule too of the
Oh,
artists.
definitely.
Like I was supposed to come with the with two other members today, and
Okay.
both of them couldn't make it because
It
they
happens.
were,
Traffic.
Yeah,
one was just a
distance.
sudden emergency that popped up, and he couldn't make it anymore. He got stuck watching his nephew, and the other one is work.
Yeah.
So it's like, what can you do, right?
Happens.
I'm like work, man.
But you're right. I mean, some artists, I do procrastinate too. It's just the nature of an artist, I think,
Yeah.
too. This procrastination.
And then it's funny how sometimes every time when you put it at the last minute, it comes out
Better.
Right.
the
Better,
best one, and
I
you're
guess.
just
Yeah.
And most of the time,
Oh.
I find myself working on the piece last minute. That's most of the time what I do. It's like, oh crap, it's due tomorrow. And I'm
right.
finding myself doing an
Or
all-nighter.
even just
Yeah.
like, you know what, I'm just gonna go freely. I'm not gonna have anything down. It'll just come to me.
Yeah.
And then you end up just
Yeah,
doing something really good.
it's also it's like what you feel on working with on too, because I don't know, like other artists are the same way, but I bounce around from project to project all the time. Like I'm working on one thing, and then the next day I'm like doing some sort of woodwork, and then the next day I'm like doing a watercolor piece. Like it's just I just bounce around, so
But-
it's
But I
always
feel
the
like
best.
it's for me. I find that it's a lot better, like jumping from one thing to another. I know it's not good because you're not finishing, but having a good team behind you, it helps you. I mean, you started off, you let them kind of take the lead, and then you fall back, and then you jump again with like nothing happening. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody just picks up. But yeah, I
And
understand.
I think what it is that as an artist, you get these ideas that pop into your head, and if you don't do it and you just continue working on whatever you're working on, you'll just forget about it. Like the idea goes away and it's lost forever. Like you don't get it back. So I think that's mostly a big part of why I bounce around on stuff, because it's like as soon as I get the idea to do it, I'm like, oh man, I start working on it, because at least the project's there, and like if I go back to my other project that I'm working on, I might not remember, but I'll see it there and I'll be like, oh yeah, I was working on this. Right?
And then plus you probably picked up something better to add on to the piece.
Yeah. So that's a big reason why I just pop around on different projects. Like an idea will pop in and I'm just like, okay, I got to start it at least. That way I, won't forget about it or won't lose it, and then just pop back onto another piece.
Unless you're one of those people who are like, I give it a lot of respect to people that focus on like one main career goals, like lawyers, doctors, so and so, because their days is like already like a rigorous routine. I mean, it's just that if you have a case, that's all you're dealing with, that one case, not everything else. If as an artist, everybody sees us as floaters. I mean, somebody that just goes about just going on with the next thing, or just seeing what happens, or going with the flow, going with the curtain. It's just like a figurative way of saying that we're not steady on what we want to do, but the fact that we jump from different things, it creates new things for everybody else to do. If we didn't do it good, the proper way, the first time, someone else is gonna pick it up and say, hey, I could do that better, and you're just opening a gateway for everybody else to take advantage of it.
Plus, I mean, we're more multitaskers, I think.
Yeah.
We do multiple things. Like,
Exactly.
most of us, I'm pretty sure most of us are the same way. We work on different things at once.
At once.
So
It's cool.
it's just how it is.
Seven periods.
Yeah. We just
They
work
taught
it,
us
and
that.
we have to
Right, they
create all
taught
the
us
time,
that.
pretty much.
Alright, they gave us 30-minute segments. This is a 30-minute class.
30 minutes?
Oh, I like that one. Is that the It? Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife, and it sits in our living room.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
I did that one for her.
That's
Nice.
what's up. Shout out
Shout out to the wife.
for liking that frame.
Alright.
Is that like it's gonna be a Simpson character too?
Yeah, it's
Barney.
Barney. From The Simpsons.
Oh, okay, cool.
The drunk one.
Nice.
Homer's friend.
He's gonna be a little mermaid.
La sirena.
Initially, I thought I wanted to be like borracho, like, because you've seen Barney answer borracho.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, that's been done before. So imagine them as a mermaid. You know?
Because he's always moving.
You're gonna give him long hair?
Yeah, he's gonna have long hair.
Nice. How
It's still gonna
exciting.
look like Barney hair, but it's gonna be long.
Oh, that's what's up. But oh, there he has your flyer
Oh, yeah,
for
the
Meetup Mondays. So
Keeping the culture alive. You know, Meetup Mondays.
I like it. But
You're awake now, Fifi? Huh? You gonna say something to everybody?
She winked. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. I mean, we did make her Instagram page just by request. Fifi _ what was it?
Fifi and gang.
Fifi
Gang.
Fifi Gang.
Fifi
But I mean, I don't know. In a
Get it
way,
correct,
get it correct. Yeah, it's
Fifi
like
Gang.
Fifi Gang.
Right.
We made it because a lot of people have met Fifi through social media, and also from the photo meets that we've gone to. In a way, I mean, can we say that Fifi is a form of art too? I mean, we all are a form of art, but Fifi does allow us to communicate with a lot of people. Like a lot of people, not just, I don't know if they necessarily want to interact with us, but they're like, oh my God, can I hold Fifi? Like, that dog is, yeah, can I touch it? And it's like, yeah, I mean, if she lets herself, if she's not barking at you, why not, you know?
Right. And
Sometimes
everybody loves her story since she's a rescue dog, you know what I mean? You know, she was abandoned on the street. From what the people in the shelter tells us, like, as she was hid, you know, found between Washington and Western, and now she's in a good home. Her injury is healed, but you know she has a little, you know, wobble, but she still has her 4 legs. Just one she tends to be lazy on.
Oh, yeah.
And use it less. Only when she knows.
She needs to run. So, what is this one? It's another festival?
Annual fest.
That's the art fest that's happening.
Oh, okay, the one that's happening next Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Oh, wait, September 16th.
Well,
We
Josie's gonna go on my behalf, and I'll be in Tahoe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, the 17th. I'm leaving on 10, so I'll be there on 16th.
Oh, okay. Well, either way.
Wait, no, wait.
Should I get that for you?
Yeah, I'm leaving the 17th.
Oh no, I picked it up already. Thank
Oh,
you though.
okay. I know we
Oh,
have
yeah.
this one right here too. Oh, just
I didn't
in
even
case.
know. I'm so careless.
No, but I like the colors you got going on over here with your makeup artist. Makeup schools. I wonder if there's no animal friendly paint, or else that'd be cool. I don't know what it would be.
There
made.
might be some.
I've
since
always
certain
said
pet
that we
owners-
wanted to dye like this little part because it's like a little heart. So we wanted to do it like red or something.
or pink.
Or pink.
Pink.
We just haven't gotten around to
I go
doing
with
that.
pink.
You go with pink, huh? But definitely continuing with how art can be so different but so close together. How it can come in multiple ways
Right, and from different areas. Like,
and from different areas.
East LA, Long Beach, the Valley. You know, it's uniting people. You know, not because of the distance, but
Mid-city.
Mid City, Pico Union,
Like all over.
and the West Side.
The-
Efron over there. There's one admitted. You know.
But definitely I like that. That's what art can do to us.
Right.
And I mean, eventually that'd be cool. We could do like one big like art show of like LA or I mean maybe it's just that those already exist, huh? Like where there's big art conventions where everybody's just kind of doing art. Because last week,
But they're specified though. There's
they're all
like the
different, how they're divided.
the anime, the auto show. Let me
the
see
graffiti. Or no.
Oh, I just found out the horror one. There's a horror convention.
There's a horror convention.
Yeah, it's a horror convention. Richie just got invited.
Nice.
Yeah, he's gonna go. He's gonna attend to that one. So that's something else out there. Yeah, man.
Those are cool. I like those legs.
Oh, thank you, baby. I've been working on my legs. Oh no! Oh, you were talking about the the art Melissa did, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the one that I did on the collaboration with Gordito.
Oh.
So I just got a shot like before he went on it.
Okay.
What did he do the
He did the
graph
letter,
with?
the lettering.
Yeah, Born to Rise.
He did it with
I
Marker?
think Sharpie.
Sharpie?
a
Deco,
Sharpie.
Sharpie, one of the two.
Dang.
Yeah.
So that's
bold.
it, permanent.
That's
for
a
bit.
bold leg. The paint probably came out
Dedication.
first, and then the
Then the Sharpie.
then
Yeah.
the Sharpie.
But
I mean-
no, unless the Sharpie was on top of the layer of paint, so
Yeah, it was on top.
so it didn't go into the skin.
Mm. But oh yeah, you're right.
That's what I was gonna ask to do the collab with.
Oh
if he
yeah.
was gonna go to the convention.
Oh okay.
Cause I don't know, is he gonna go to a convention with Born to Rise? Because he's from a different tattoo studio, right?
I'm not sure. With
Yeah.
that, no, I don't
But
know.
yeah, Alex, Space Ghost, Easy, and So Tight Barber. They're all gonna be attending. Also, Observe and myself, the convention in Tahoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of push the homies out there.
Definitely. We
Yeah.
gotta get.
And then this one, it was more on a canvas, right, or on a paper.
Canvas paper, yeah, canvas. That one I did it for the May Day March. That's a portrait of my dad.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was funny because it was all last minute. It's funny how everything happens last minute, huh?
Right. That's
So
what
I
I'm saying.
did that like 2 a.m, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the May Day March tomorrow. I'm
But
gonna wake up early and go to LA and go to the May Day March, and it did happen. And I did face paint. That's when I was telling you about the photographer. I saw him snap a picture, and I was like, wait, here's my email. Like, send that to me.
Please.
No, that's.
Yeah,
that's
that
good.
was the face paint at the May Day March.
Oh,
That's
you
my
did that as
sister
a face-
again. That one was the acrylic paint and Halloween paint.
Wow, that's good. That looks like a how I put it.
And that was the
Pastel.
picture that the guy caught. See, that's how it cracked so bad, especially because it was so hot that day.
Oh, but that's good though. It's good.
But it doesn't tan, huh?
No. Yeah, but I'm so happy. Yeah, that was a picture by my friend Jose, and he actually took us to the May Day March, actually. Yeah,
May
he
Day-
took some of those pictures. We were hanging out at a park, Hanson Dam Park in Pacoima.
May Day March usually happens in May, of course, right? May 1st. Do they
Yeah.
happen? They happen all over the city, and that day, a lot of people were exposed to your art, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't think. Well, in some of the protests that we've seen here in LA, people get creative, right, with their posters and the way they
Banners.
present, their
Yeah.
banners and how they present what they're trying to talk about, right?
I seen people write messages on their stomach, and that's at a football game. So
Yeah.
You know,
That's what we were
the-
talking about the
Oh yeah,
stadiums.
we were
So-
talking about that.
So it goes to show you that people, if they want to say something, they're gonna go to an extreme to say it. But paint in general, just painting on a body, or just painting something as a banner or a sign, just you are trying to leave a message, and whatever the message you're trying to convey, that's gonna stick. but going and using an event such as the May Day, to show your art and also to show, like, because I noticed a teardrop on one of the,
Yeah.
right. It's just it's showing that even through all the color and everybody sheds the same tear.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's a good image. It's a good message.
Oh, what in yours? Even after death, you still cry?
Yeah, even after that, you still cry.
Cause you have your skull, and the skull has a teardrop.
You were referencing to. I would say no. I would say it's just a tear of joy. Even after that, you're still happy. Even during life, you're still happy. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that's gonna bring you down. You will cry over something, but there's no need to dwell, right? Just keep on pushing.
Right. I mean, even if, what do you guys think? If people were not accepting of your art, would you guys still be doing your art?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't stopped you so far, right?
Well,
You said you've been through layers of different institutions, like giving you a hard time, like just wanting to do your art or going to school with art. Right? I mean, both of you guys.
Everybody and everybody has like different struggles. Mine's being part of the Dream Mag. It's like you have certain limitations, but at the same time you're trying to overcome those limitations and trying to see it as just obstacles that you just overcame. But overall, everybody has limitations that I guess at one point we have to just kind of cut loose and just say, all right, I'm not gonna hold them.
Yeah. Oh, I like that shot right there. It's a good one. I mean, everybody has their way of drawing yet again, but in the end, it's good that you're able to share it with everybody.
Well, since everybody's getting water, do you want to give some water to the plant?
To the plant? Oh, it's all the way over there.
Spray bottle.
The little spray bottle.
Yeah.
But
To water our plants. Always water your Yeska plants.
yesterday we sold 2 plants, I guess. Well, this one somebody wanted it, but I'm not sure if we're gonna keep it here or not. But somebody liked this one.
I know.
This is a small cactus. It's been growing in this glass frame for about 5 months now. Has a layer of like organic dirt, and then it has the sand on top.
That dry look.
Not just for the look, like the aesthetics, but sand on top of like the dirt keeps it cooler.
We found that.
How?
The hard way.
You were the one that actually was like.
I did research. I did a couple of research. I looked through a couple Instagram pages. I read through the messages. I did.
Well, people would communicate with us back too, because I definitely communicate with people through Instagram. Hey, how's your plants going? And they'll be like, oh, well, they're looking a little yellow, or this one's actually digging this window, or I have this one in my office. We have a couple of them in some cafes. Well, we have a couple in the Ella Brew Cafe.
Yeah, shout out to them for hosting us right on the art walk. And
oh yeah, definitely. Any cafes out there listening to us, cafes
that are pushing artists.
Yeah, that are pushing artists. We definitely appreciate any space for all sorts of medias.
He said that it was the LA Brew, right? The LA Brew where they host keep the cult. At the LA Brews, the cafe that you guys go to, was it?
No, it's called the Daily Brew.
The Daily Brew.
No, this is another one that we were talking about. The one here in downtown, right? The one that we set up one time.
Yeah, but also like all the coffee shops, like.
So that's what I'm saying. Definitely, coffee shops.
Does it smell like coconut?
The ad that be telling us. I'm like, what smells like coconut?
She said, "Don't."
It smells good.
The paint?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I like
about
about it too.
Makes me hungry.
really? Oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that. No, I don't know if the other paint that I've been used before smells good. The one I used yesterday didn't smell
What
good.
paint did you use?
It was some Halloween paint. Yeah. So I wasn't smelling too good. It just smelled like paint. But it's very oily.
Yeah, right?
It's definitely very oily. But
Yeah, look at our artists. They're all getting down. No worry, nobody's being time.
so no worse, nobody's being time.
Just because we have to end our show doesn't mean they have to end. Right? They're still gonna do their art. They're still gonna finish those pieces. Yeah. Some people might get hungry and eat the their working piece.
They're working. No, I do admire artists who continue and do the work that they like to do. And also having a variety. Like, I like that he brought a variety of paints, you know? He brought, what is this bottom one? A famous video game, right? Mortal?
Is it Chun-Li?
Street Fighter, right?
Chun-Li.
Come on, 90s kids. I'm like, come on, 90s kids.
Yeah, I'm a 90s kid.
Some
80s
yeah.
kid actually, but 90s. I was
Right,
still kid in the 90s.
This is Street Fighter. I like what you did with the, I don't know, I feel like I see some flowers in the background. Or?
Yeah, it's a cherry blossom tree in
Cherry
the
blossom
background
tree?
with some butterflies and stuff.
And then you have
Sure.
oh, okay. I didn't even see the butterfly. That's cool. So it's like multiple layered?
Yeah, it was basically a canvas that was already like painted on, printed in the back. I was actually starting to erase it, and I was already thinking of doing the Chun-Li on it, but I liked the way it looked, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it actually and just make it more of a mist, of a fog.
I like it.
So now it looks like she's, yeah, she's kind of like in the fog, you know, out by the trees.
She looks very powerful.
So, but yeah, the Chun-Li herself, I did separately. It's watercolor
okay.
paper, yeah.
Nice.
And cut her out and Mod Podged her onto the
okay.
canvas. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I
so
like that.
She's not, she's Mod Podged on there.
But this is his final piece?
Yeah, that's the
okay,
final
cool.
piece. Yep.
That's what's up. I really like it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
That's really cool. So that one's like a watercolor and then like a little.
Yeah, I do it all. Watercolor, acrylic, doesn't matter, and all kind of styles. You know, like from more finely detailed to cartoony to. I just pretty much draw whatever I draw, whatever I want.
You've been drawing for a while too?
All my life. Yeah.
All your life?
Since second grade.
You guys are OGs
So,
over here.
I'm a lot older too than most people think. So.
OG
Been
artists.
a lot. Long time drawing.
That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah. But I've only recently started selling my art. Like I've always drawn, but I've never, hey, sell my art.
Is it true that when you sell it is when you're supposed to sign it?
Most people do. I don't unless they ask me to.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know. I feel like, you know, if they didn't really ask me to sign it, like I don't know if they feel like I'm ruining it by signing it or
I
something.
know, right? Do I sign it in the back or the front?
Exactly. But yeah, if they ask me to, then I'll sign it for sure.
I
Yeah. It already has the signature on there, so.
Right.
You know, that's what how I see it.
Do you have like a destination sometimes for your paintings? Like you're like, I'm gonna make this one and this one's gonna look super cool inside of a cafe, or this one's gonna look really good in my living room?
No, I actually don't.
Okay.
No, I just paint whatever I feel like, pretty much. But I don't think about like, oh, this will look cool here or there. I just think this will look cool.
It just
period.
happens.
And that's it. Yeah.
I
And
like that.
I work on whatever's available. Wooden canvas, you know, regular canvas.
That's tight.
Doesn't matter.
I like it. Oh yeah, because you do have a variety of canvases, right?
Yeah. Like I'll pretty much work on whatever.
Cool.
As long as I can paint on it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
So,
I like Marge's hot pink robe.
the hot pink. Oh, it has to
Or is
emphasize.
it neon pink, huh?
No, it's more of just like a pink or a pink
The Virgin Mary.
pink.
It's pink, right?
But you know, I did this one more Simpsonized, so the pink is
Extra out there.
Nice.
But her robe is cool.
I didn't know that it was pink.
You
Yeah.
know the Virgin Mary robe?
No, I didn't think so.
It's like a reddish pink. Right?
It's not a hot pink, but
It's like a reddish pink.
like a reddish silky,
Like her legs, huh?
a little lighter.
Oh no, you're right. I
Kind
don't
of
know.
like the same color, but it's not as bright.
Mm. I get it. I get
Really
it.
dulls down.
No, I get it.
But yeah, it's pink. That's what I know.
I remember the first time in college. I went to a couple of different colleges, but when I was in Santa Monica College, I saw I saw for the first time somebody who distorted the Virgin Mary, and we were in some kind of like culture class and stuff. It was my first culture class after high school, and there was a couple people in there that it was their first time seeing like the Virgin Mary, it was like her doing like sewing, like she was sewing her
I know
the
what you're
stars
talking
on her
about.
cloak,
Yeah.
right? I forgot the name of the artist who started distorting the Virgin Mary, and there were some people in the class that were like, oh no, like why did they do that? Like this is some kind of like sacred image, you know, like why would and then there was another girl that was like, no, this is liberating, like, you know, like the Virgin Mary is a sign of like I don't know, there's different signs on the culture or
It depends on the political view, or
on the
depends
political view and
or
whatnot.
just depends on just the overall way of just interpreting someone's religion or someone's culture. I guess.
Did you get?
You know, they're more.
Narrow-minded.
Did
or
you get any
just
feedback
straight-focused?
from your Virgin Mary?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even letting you finish your piece.
No, it's
huh?
okay. I'm not going to even
Oh, okay.
get close to
We get to
finishing
talk
it.
with the
But
artist as well. Just
Cool.
actually, that's a funny story. I got one from the Northeast LA Art Walk. I set up at pretty much all the LA Art Walks. So I didn't get to go downtown yesterday, but oh well.
no,
Yeah,
next
miss
time
some.
you'll team
Those
up.
are good though,
You
low
can't
key.
go to,
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, was planning on going, but didn't end up.
it was still nice though.
But this was at the Northeast LA Art Walk. I was setting it up and everything, and this old lady walks by, and right away she stops and looks at my painting, and she goes, in Spanish, "Who made this POS?" Basically, she right away in Spanish, "¿Quién hizo esta porquería?"
Oh my
And I
god.
was like, oh, shit, here we go. And I mean, this was like an old granny lady, like 70s, 80s, and she just started, "Don't you know, blah, 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 and this and that, and blah, blah, blah." I mean, I didn't really say anything to her. I kind of just kind of stood there and took it, you know. But I get a lot of praise, and I get a lot of,
Just like
Backlash.
negative too.
Pushback
So
from-
yeah, it just depends, like I said. And unfortunately, with people like that, like the older generation, you can't really tell them or try to give them a point
Or
of
convince
view.
them, right? You can't.
There's
But,
no po- there's
but
no
it's mostly our cultural ancestry, like of
Yeah.
how they put it, the
exactly.
Hispanic,
And the way that they grew up, and it's I don't hold it against them or anything, but at the same time, I don't try to educate them either, because there's no point really. It's they they'll tell you, you don't tell them, But with other people, I do, I just let them know, like, because I get a lot of people that express, their feelings towards the painting, and they'll either love it or they absolutely hate it, and they'll
Yeah.
tell me even like, why did you do this or everything, and you have to explain to them, hey, you know what, as an artist, I'm expressing this is what came to mind, and I felt like expressing it. You don't
Right.
like it, you don't have to like it.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to like it. I drew it because I wanted to draw it, and that's that.
Right?
Really, you have nothing else to say to me besides that, and pretty much they don't. I mean, they'll, why I think it's this. I'm like, yeah, that's your opinion.
Right.
You know, you're entitled to your opinion. You don't have to like it, but how about this? Just don't watch it. Don't look at it. Walk away. I'm not going to do anything about it because you don't like it. That's not the way it works. We're free to express ourselves freely, right? However we're supposed to, however we, you know, as long as we're not doing actual harm to other people. And like I said, other people love it. I mean, they come up to me and it's been featured on websites, you know, Pocho.com featured it,
Cool.
their website, you know, he loved it.
I like it. It's really clean.
Yeah, so you know, I love the praises and the positive
And the
aspect
negative?
of it. And the negative, I don't really pay attention to because that's people's opinion.
Do you always get asked, like, are you religious? You know, after you see
yeah,
something
some people start asking me that, and it's like, no, I'm not religious in your way, because religion is, personally, it's not something that's wouldn't be, I guess. So it's kind of hard to explain. It's like, I am spiritual, I believe in God, and I believe in something. I don't know exactly what it is, to be honest, and nobody does, really. But it's like, the religion aspect, if you look at like the origins of it and how it is business, it's an organization. That's all it is. You know, take your money, and that's all it is. Like, I see it for what it is now. And I grew up Catholic. I grew up like super religious. Like, you know, my parents took me to church and everything. But once you grow up and you start seeing things for yourself and seeing things for what they really are, then you wise up. You know, you wise up and say, hey, this is not what it's supposed to be.
No,
you know?
In a way, like,
it's true. For most parts, you know, like you said, it's like everybody's open to certain
I mean,
things.
you're
First,
into your.
we have, I would say, the facility of searching whatever religion you want online and getting an image of it.
Exactly. You're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe, and that's exactly what's wrong with religions, because they don't want you. They don't want that. They want you to believe whatever they believe. And if you don't believe what they believe, then you're a bad person automatically. And that's what I have against religion. I mean, what is the point in preaching your religion if you're going to kill other people about it? You know, for it. That's not what God wants to do.
Right.
I guess everybody interprets things differently, though,
It's
right? I mean, not
been
necessarily.
distorted, a lot throughout.
And on top of that, I mean, not to delve into it, but I mean, a lot of people start preaching the Bible. They bring out the Bible, and it's like, yeah, but the Bible's been rewritten so many hundred years. It's been written by man and edited kings by people that, you know, we don't take this part out, we'll leave this part in. It's true, I'm not, you know, but people don't want to hear that. They just think whatever's in here is the word of God, and unfortunately that's not true.
Right.
That book's been rewritten so many times that you don't know what is the word of God and what isn't the word of God.
And it goes back to what we're talking about, like, what is the original, and does it really matter what came first or came last? It's more about accepting the variety of people, whether they believe in being something religious or this being something artistic, right? Because
and that's the thing. It's like, people, you gotta take whatever you're reading. You just gotta take what you feel important to you from that from the book or whatever. But I don't support the fact that people just blindly follow, you know, because it's in the Bible, you know, blah blah blah, and that's to me is like the most ignorant thing, personally, in the world. And,
I mean, I think that's followed, I guess, in a dogmatic way, whether it be a Bible or a cookbook or
even
an institution, but it's definitely,
you know, like ethics, morals, stuff like that. Everything like that.
For
The
most part,
sense of
people
just
have
like being
a sense
in
of
the grace
morality, right? They know what's good, what's bad.
but still, morality it's like a vague, really vague concept.
It's a big concept.
Same with ethical, you know what I mean? Like, same with being respectful, like what things are respectful and what things aren't.
Exactly.
For instance, like if you approach somebody's home and you don't say hello, it's already a sign of disrespect.
Right?
But some people are accustomed to not saying anything when they're welcome to a house they're spoken to. So it's a different breach of respect.
And here's the
same with art. Yeah, I mean, like if it's religious, it's an art, or just meet halfway and say it's neither. Yeah, I mean, it's neither art nor religion. It's just my
Yeah.
You know, my painting.
It's a piece of work. It's a piece of art. You know, and then it's a double-edged sword too, though, because people that think that they're religious, that are religious, whatever, they don't see themselves as, like you said, you go to somebody's house and you don't say hi or whatever, you're being rude, right? But people that see you as a non-religious person automatically are rude to you, but they feel that they're being righteous and you're wrong somehow. You know what I mean? And that happens often. I mean, it happens to me often, where people all of a sudden find out that, you know, you're not a certain religion. They view you in a different way, so they don't really. They automatically turn not everybody, but you know, the really religious people. They automatically view you differently, and I don't see that as right. You know, makes no sense to me.
Yeah, there are some sense to it, and like I said, you know, like everybody has their own way of expressing.
Everybody has their own religion. Like, let's just talk about art can even be a space where a lot of people are isolated from. If you have not had the ability to like get paint or to do art or to just have time to it, you can feel isolated in a way where same thing as religion. Like, if you were not part of religion or you don't know what religion is, then if you call something religious, it still doesn't have the same definition in a way. So sometimes when we try to like isolate things with certain language, like it messes it up for a lot of people in a way, because some people are like, oh, I don't want to deal with that, you know, even though it doesn't mean that anymore, you know, like we've reclaimed a lot of the language.
Everybody's free to preach their own or believe their own whatever.
I grew up with celebrating birthdays, holidays, anything, you know, nothing. So when it came about to celebrate something, I always felt that it was religious in general, just to celebrate anything. I was like, that's religious. I'm not religious.
Everybody has their own definition.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm oblivious to birthdays. You tell me when your birthday.
When we first met, I've always grown up with holidays.
There's something in the back.
Exactly.
He's like, I don't do
somebody
holidays.
died.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Somebody died. I'm
I
not
guess I don't do
mourn
holidays.
over somebody
Well, like
was
it's
born.
changed, but
You know, we
it's
have to celebrate.
unnecessary that, you know?
Okay. Like, we're gonna go for it. Yeah, I mean, it's certain things that, you know, you're not accustomed. Like, a religion is a structural thing that certain people could follow, certain people are okay with following, because
some people
they
need structure.
They leave you alone.
Some
they
people
move to
need
something
structure,
that they want.
Yeah.
You know, same
Some
when they go to
don't.
school. Some people don't know anything
I like your
outside of
strawberry.
school, after their
Is it a
school.
little strawberry? I don't know.
What do you have to show? You know, not
Right.
much.
Those people, they're
In
free
3
to do
minutes?
it. They're
Okay.
free to pursue and their religion and all that, but it's bad when
It's when
you
you're
try
pushing it
to
on.
impose that religion to other people,
Yeah.
and it's
like
bad when
everybody choose their own thing.
and it's bad to say, you know, mine's right and yours wrong. It's not the way
When
it's
there's
supposed to be, man.
when there's a bunch of different kind of art, you know,
Yeah.
and definitely
And if
I'm
you
glad.
look at it, all religions, most of, like, really all of the religions, doesn't matter if you read the Bible, the Quran, doesn't matter, they're all the same story.
right.
They're all the same story. They're same, similar, different names, different whatever.
Well,
it's
there's
the
only
same
one
story.
to live on the planet.
And it's funny.
But definitely, thank you for being here today, y'all.
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, thanks for coming back.
Second time.
Thanks for the art. Thank you
Thanks for
being
sitting.
a full body model today.
No problem. Thank you.
I like how you want the white underneath the arms too. No, I'm just kidding.
Got it.
Look,
Ariel.
it's so-
I do. I like the colors. Definitely, we want to welcome all types of people, no matter what religion, what form of art you like to do. If you're vegetarian,
I'm not vegetarian. I'm dogitarian.
vegetarian,
Don't get me. Don't take me serious. I'm
all kinds of
joking.
species.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys look like you guys were having a good time. We got a model over here. I think they almost finished,
Yeah.
or they're finished. I think there's like one more leg.
One leg.
And also like Ariel, you know, he gives a lot of info on his views, which is why we share, we think, because we created minds into a lot of different, you know, ideas. It's just the Eskwilax, like I mentioned, we talk about different issues as artists, as people,
Yeah.
and
Next week we'll talk about sports. I'm just joking.
I don't know. I don't know if anybody out there makes some performance art sports. You know,
Who knows?
can say there's some naked guy with a football, you know, running across the field. You know, you never know if that's like he's doing it for like every
Years.
game, like on purpose, and then like at one point he's just gonna like
Get-
that's his movie. That's his movie.
That he's mascot.
Yeah, and like some kind of social, yeah, behind it, you know. And everybody was like, oh, it's just a crazy running naked on the
Have
field.
you seen the guy in New York that he's like is in his where he plays like music and stuff?
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the you remember Loco Coco or
Yeah.
Coco? Yeah, I think like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richie Melody.
yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
So I think what was this 126 or 125?
I think it's 126
All right, so this has been the Eskwilax Hour 126.
episode. And here with
Episode.
Ariel, Melissa, Glenda, Efron, Rosie,
Joel and Fifi
Fifi,
and Henry.
Make sure to follow Fifi Gang over there on Instagram. And what was your Instagram?
Memphis.
And you guys heard that? You spell it out.
AMELTHYST_.
Definitely DM her or hit her up on her page for her body paint.
Also Glenda. She
Glenda
will put her.
also.
Yeah, it's Glenda, like DUH, but it's Glenda Alicia. That's it.
And definitely looking forward to her art and thank you. for
Thank
pushing
you.
it,
Right, and Ariel too.
Ariel for
And
being
for
here
Slow
and for
Bike
supporting multiple artists. And
And
of
also
course,
pushing
Efron
his
for
project
inviting
as well,
us
which
here.
is keep the culture alive. You know.
And when is it again? The
16.
December 16. I guess I think you say Angel's gonna be out of town, but
Oh no, I'm gonna be in town.
all right. I don't know about Melissa,
Oh my
Melody.
We'll see each other over in Whittier.
Food, art. Gotcha.
Free event.
It's
Maybe-
not free food though. Free.
You gotta buy it.
It's very affordable.
Hey, or you could take like a scooter and fill it tortas. You know, when it is park, no? You're doing it at the park, yeah. It's a park, yeah. Park.
Right.
Definitely. And of course, we have some just continue love plans. If you guys are interested in any of them,
Yeah, we'll
let us know through Instagram. Interior and underscore.
Because we're out.
Thanks, you guys.
We're going.
Out to my wife, Patty. Love you, baby.
Kinda.
Love you, Norman.
Right?
What do you think?
Um,
You blend to the city.
We're done.
We're done.
Ba